Well, hey y'all, I did it. I did it. I took down an entire demolished shed myself with one afternoon of help from a friend and one wall. But this used to be where the shed stood when it stood, the gray pad there. And let me flip around here, show you. And that's where it landed. And it's gone. There's a few boards there that I need to pull the nails out of yet, if I feel like it. Here's my compost tumbler that's got a crack in the side because it had a shed on top of it. Here's my coffee table that surprisingly survived it, having a shed on top of it. It's got one wobbly leg. But underneath this tin roof that I put up as a watershed is all the lumber I reclaimed. Couldn't tell you how much is there. I was going to count it and I didn't. Lots of big 2x4s. And this is one side of the roof. There's more over on the other side of the house that I took off the first side. But I don't know. This isn't particularly secure. I got to figure out a way to kind of secure the top of this to the fence so that a big wind doesn't just flip it right over. I have some things leaned against it, but that rake ain't gonna do much to, having took the whole dang thing down, so it's not gonna do much to hold it in if we had another storm. So here's maybe a better angle at all my reclaimed lumber. So there's that. It's just nice to have this area clear again. Of course, now Mr. Cass can't come out here unsupervised because I don't want him to take a wander. But I'm pretty darn proud of myself. Oh, here's some wind picking up. All right, I'm going to pause this and walk you down. Well, I'll just walk you down the alley. I can edit this out. Oh, this lounge chair was also under the shed and I don't think it's a little smashed. So I gotta make sure I take a picture of that for my insurance so I can get a new one. I haven't hauled this out of here yet. I've been using this just kind of as a platform. And I haven't moved those pieces of plywood yet. Alright, so this is the alley I've made many a trip up and down. I'm walking real stiff today. And I'm just hand holding the camera, so I'm sorry if this is wobbly. And this is my trash pile. Now, a neighbor came along yesterday and took a bunch of stuff out of it. This guy is reclaiming, I guess you'd say, some of the lumber that I put out to the street. Which I don't care because stuff I didn't want to bother with, or it was rotted or whatever. I'm just keeping an eye on him to make sure he doesn't come back down the alley and take the stuff that I worked my ass off to pull nails out of and want to keep for my own purposes. It looks like he might be almost done, but yeah, he can take whatever he wants if I put it on the street. But if he comes down my alley and starts taking my good shit, I'm going to have to go out and have a talk with him. But hey, I appreciate anybody who's, going to keep it out of the landfills. So, good on you, dude. And I like your hat. It's actually a pretty nice hat. Looks like he's got a pretty full load, so I don't think he's going to have room to come down the alley and steal from me. But, yeah. So it's not as big as it was. He might come back today and take more because there's more 2x4s that I just didn't feel like I needed to take more stuff out of. But Yeah, now I'm also going to give you a shot of the roof. Up there, up. Where's my finger? Come on, finger, right there. That's where they tacked it back down, so I'm not getting any water in the house. Oh. So anyhow, all right, just a final shot. Yeah, that metal is already blowing in the wind. I'm afraid that might not be a good idea. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Think of something. I always do. I could put more 2x4s up against it. The top. I could go buy some clamps. Clamp it to the top. I could just take it down and hope that the lumber doesn't get too wet and rotted. I could take it down and go get a tarp and wrap a tarp around everything. That might be the best answer. But we'll see. So today is Valentine's Day, and just for reference, the storm was on January 12th, so it's been just over a month since the storm. So it took me just a couple days past a month to clear this shed myself. And I took, as you know, I had to take a couple days off. I worked on it Sunday and got almost everything but the roof out of here. And then, what is today? Tuesday. I took yesterday off because I had a headache all day and was pretty tired. And then it's supposed to rain later this week, so I thought today better get her done, and I did. So I am gotta figure out the next step, but that was the main step. And I have all the lumber that I've rescued, reclaimed, gonna recycle. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it all. I have some ideas. Safely up back here on my patio where it's less likely to get nicked by the scavengers. Yeah. And if I had just this much more, or maybe this much more energy, I would maybe get my power washer out here, power wash these bricks. But I'm not gonna. I only have about that much more energy, and that's just enough to go in and take a shower again to get cleaned up. But thought I'd share. You've been on the journey with me, so bye.